Hello, today we have a 2010 BMW X5 with a check engine light, and the code that's stored on this car is a 4BCC, reducing agent passive level. So what does that mean? Here is the passive tank. It's already removed from the car, and you've got a couple sensors up here. You have a sensor up here. The level sensor is actually down here, and what we found is that this level sensor has failed. You look inside there, and the urea that was in this tank has leaked through the sensor, and it damaged the wiring harness and everything. So what we're doing is we're replacing the passive level sensor. You have to replace the entire tank because you cannot remove the level sensor. It's plastic welded in. You can see here, there's no bolts or screws or anything that holds that guy on. It's just permanently fixed into the tank, which is kind of a bummer because all we really need is just a new level sensor there, and then the car would be fixed. Instead, we have to put a whole new tank in it. So this is all the stuff that we had to remove from the car to access the tank: the exhaust system, some heat shields, some plastic under paneling shields, and then underneath here, this is where the passive tank mounts, in this area right here to the left of the drive shaft. And you can see over here, here's our exhaust system, and this is the urea mixer. So see, it looks like a turbine, right? But it doesn't move, it's a stationary component. And that just mixes that urea in. And look how clean the inside of that exhaust system is. I mean, that is just super clean. Just a couple things to note here. You have an exhaust temperature sensor right here. You have a NOx and NOx sensor right here. And you also have a urea injector right here. So this injector injects the urea right before, right into here. And when it injects it right into here, that's what reduces the NOx from the car. And the car checks that. It's got a pre and a post NOx sensor to check that. The active tank, there's 2 urea tanks on this car. The active tank, which is covered for 10 years or 120,000 miles, has already been replaced on this car under warranty at 62,000 miles, and it's located in the right front of the car. The passive tank, here's, if we walk around to the front here, here's the brand new passive tank that's going into the car. That is not covered yet. I say yet because maybe it will be covered one day. This will be documentation for BMW North America that this car had a brand new customer paid for tank that maybe she could get reimbursed for at a later date. So let's come over here and grab her license plate number. We'll memorialize that. And it's a 2010 X5. So we're gonna replace that tank. It also has a thermostat code. We're gonna put a new thermostat in it. We're then going to run and get the car to have a regeneration. That's when they know that the urea injection works. So the car is gonna go through a regen. We're gonna perform the regen here. And then once we know that the car went through a regeneration, then the car is fixed. We can give it back to the customer.